witches and wizards, I can tell you guys are eager to look at what I have to say about the app I'm looking into today. But before we look into it, let's look into the wonderful history of Hogwarts. Harry Potter, with its lore about the wizarding world and the only wizard school that anyone talks about. From the interesting setting to the characters, everyone still loves the story even after it ended. I can remember when I was in elementary school and the first movie based on the first book was coming out. I will admit I enjoyed some of the movies, but regrettably got into Twilight in middle school. Why? I will never know! What made me confused is why I fell asleep reading the first page of the first book, but read all the Twilight books twice. Regretting my youth already. I could not deny that Harry Potter was really popular with its books, movies, games, merchandise, and so much more. And you can all thank the author J.K. Rowling for making an interesting world and cast of characters, which leads us to the present. On April 25th, 2018, we were all introduced to the app Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery for iOS and Android, developed by Jam City, who are known for other apps like Family Guy, A Quest for Stuff, and Avengers Academy. Now, the story for Hogwarts Mystery takes place between Fantastic Beasts and the first book of Harry Potter. You start as a witch or wizard, depending how you make your character, and enter in the rich world of Hogwarts. Pick whatever class you have always wanted to join. I chose Hufflepuff because there is too much Gryffindor! Your character has a troubling brother who disappeared after being expelled from Hogwarts for behavior issues. Gee, they really love going down the dark road, don't they? Personally, I think doing a story before the first book was a smart move on the developer's part. The question is, how does it play? First, you need to design your witch or wizard at the start, then you get into the mechanics pretty quickly. You swipe left or right to choose a room to enter, you tap to use energy to get through the lessons. To use spells, you drag your finger using the lines that appear on the screen. Answer questions that come up in class and it will help you in the long run. You can also choose how you interact with each character. Be careful what you choose, as it will affect your story. What do I think of being a witch in this school? Well, I do have to praise the developers for putting the story before the books to make things easier for people who have not read the books or seen the movies. To say though, most people who downloaded the app are huge fans anyway, so this gives them a chance to be a student like Harry. I do enjoy the story and how your character does grow depending on the choices that you make in the story. They even added the most beloved teachers from the original story as well, which was a nice touch. Not a whole lot of voice acting was done, but I don't think that's a bad thing. What I cannot ignore is how the energy is used and the pace of the app. In order to finish your class in a certain amount of time or do anything in the story, you need energy to continue, but you go through it so quickly you have to wait at least an hour to fill up enough energy to complete the task, and that's a huge hit for someone like me who is looking at this with fresh eyes that is interested in the series. There is a faster way to refill it without waiting, but that involves all the cash in your bank, and for someone on a budget, I will not waste my money on that. Another problem with the app is the pacing. The pacing is so gosh darn slow because they make you stop at certain points in the story so that you can do your classes. That is so disjointed and so slow, it makes me so impatient for the next part of the story. Mechanically, it works fine, and I only had a bit of lag issues, but it doesn't hinder me from playing the game. Jam said he did well with the story and the characters to make you feel like you're in Hogwarts, but the whole energy thing just makes it seem like a Candy Crush situation in that aspect. You know, the one where you keep paying for more lives so you can keep climbing up the levels to see who is better? Overall, the app is a split for me. The characters, the story, and the overall setting is an interesting take on the series. Unfortunately, with most things centered around the energy system, It's a constant struggle of being a make or break for players. I thank you guys so much for watching, and if I have missed anything in this review, or if you all have a suggestion on which app I should review next, leave a comment down below, and I will see you all next time.